Oh,
Robin.
hello, Jacob.
Robin, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome
man.
to Austin.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
I do
cheers.
love the city so far.
Yeah, it's a great place to be. Oh. What does it take to become a world-class bar?
I don't think it's all about like the cocktail program or how the back bar looks or stuff like that. I think that it's the feeling you get walking into the place. Do you have any other thoughts of when it comes to becoming a world-class bar?
Those are the key ones. I
Yeah.
think there can be too much focus on the drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like people want to do the most out there techniques or the most obscure ingredients.
I think in some way a lot of bars got that figured out, like how they have this very thought of menu, very in time, and matches that with great hospitality, and
Right.
that's when you get like a world-class bar.
Yeah.
I like to compare like the Swedish cocktail trend a bit with IKEA.
Okay.
It's more function than design. For instance, we go to these amazing bars in London or different cities. You got the glass with garnish all over it,
Yeah.
and it's super nice. But in Sweden, I guess, in the whole Scandinavia, I think we're a bit more of that.
Very understated.
Yeah, it's more of what's in the glass than what's happening around it.
What about bringing local produce into it? Because in Sweden, or throughout Scandinavia, you have
Yeah.
very unique agriculture and
Yeah,
very
so
cool
I think
products.
that's something that's a topic that's become way more essential the last 3 years or so, where you see what you can actually do around a cocktail, that it doesn't have to be tropic, or you can find, for instance, acidity from other stuff than.
Instead of getting limes and lemons
Yeah,
that
because-
obviously don't grow there.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, it doesn't grow in Sweden. But so a lot of different bartenders, they use these other techniques where they, for instance, they use whey as acidity. How's the drink trend in America with like you say, local produce? Because you got different climates in every state and whatnot.
You definitely see bars wanting to support their local products.
Oh yeah.
And even if it's something as straightforward as a vodka or something more complicated, like a gin that's using local botanicals,
Yeah.
or a whiskey that's distilled there and aged there for several years,
Yeah.
You see a lot of support.
Yeah.
In part because they want to support the local businesses,
Of course,
and
yeah.
they know the distillers, and the distillers come to the bar, so that's your friend. But also from a sustainability perspective, it can be good to use a local product.
Yeah. I think that's awesome because like in Sweden we have like beers is a huge thing since a few years now. But recently we got these different kinds of gin that's actually really nice. And I think that we've had vodka and Aquavit and stuff for many years now.
Yeah.
But the gin trend started a few years ago, and we have some really good ones. That's
I had one called Hernot, is that right?
Exactly, yeah. They won these multiple awards of
yeah.
every award you can win.
It's phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah,
A friend
exactly.
brought me a bottle back, and
Yeah.
been making martinis at home with it.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of gin, in my opinion,
Yeah.
but it's you sort of get the northern heritage from with the botanicals that they use.
Yeah. So you brought up Aquavit, which
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So my impression,
how's Aquavit in the States now? Like we
it's
drink
growing.
Aquavit a few times a year with
Yes,
pickled herring and stuff.
right. So and we have obviously Aquavit has been sold in the U.S. For a long time, mostly because of Scandinavian immigrants, and,
Yeah, of course.
and much like in Sweden and in other countries, it's a holiday beverage or a traditional beverage.
Yeah.
So when your whole family comes together, you have to pull out the Aquavit, and everybody enjoys it. But throughout the rest of the year, maybe they don't touch it as much. But what we're seeing here is bartenders who are not Scandinavian at all, perhaps, are just seeing it as an interesting new spirit with new flavors.
Okay, so the drink trend using Aquavit in the state, how is it used? Like, do you drink it neat, or do you drink it in cocktails, or
Yeah,
what's the main focus on?
bartenders in the U.S. don't know it neat as well as they do in Scandinavia.
Okay.
So here, as bartenders, they're always looking for a new ingredient and a new spirit, and they've come across Aquavit as something new and exciting.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different flavors it offers. Mules have been extremely popular. So a Moscow mule would be vodka with ginger beer.
Yeah.
Here we do Aquavit and ginger beer. And then one of the biggest is a Bloody Mary.
Oh yeah, nice.
Taking like a very assertive Aquavit
Yeah.
and putting that in your Bloody Mary instead of vodka, which doesn't really have much
Yeah.
flavor. plays really well with the botanicals and the spices. Yeah, and then here we at the House of Scandinavia that we've been able to put together.
Yeah.
To really feature Aquavit. I think we've seen a good variety.
Yeah, I've had some
of
cocktail
Aquavits.
yesterday, and it was really, really nice actually.
Yeah, local bar here, Academia in Austin, made a really nice one for us. That was very tropical with passion fruit and linea.
Oh, nice.
And, really brought out the citrusy.
Sounds like a sort of a Miami Vice with
Yeah.
the Aquavit,
And then on the opposite spectrum, like this is kind of our bitter bartender drink here with the Alberg Jubileum's Suze, which is a very bitter Gentian liqueur from France, and Coqui Americano. So very assertive and
very
complex.
tasty.
Yes.
Very
I'm glad
tasty.
you like it.
Yeah, definitely. You know,
So-
we say in Sweden, skål.
Skål.